What's up, comic fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most iconic, most heartbreaking, and most epic storylines in all of comic book history, the Dark Phoenix Saga. Whether you've seen the movies, read the comics, or are just curious what all the hype is about, you're in the right place. We're going to break down the entire saga, from the birth of the Phoenix to its tragic end. So grab your popcorn, because this is a cosmic roller coaster. Our story begins with the X-Men returning from a mission in space. Their shuttle is damaged, and they're about to be hit by a massive solar flare. Jean Grey, the powerful telepath and telekinetic, makes a heroic choice. She uses her telekinesis to shield her teammates while she pilots the shuttle through the radiation. But as she's steering them to safety, she's bombarded by deadly cosmic rays. Everyone thinks she's dead. But then, she bursts from the water of Jamaica Bay, alive and more powerful than ever. She declares, "I am fire, and life incarnate. Now and forever, I am Phoenix." This is the birth of the Phoenix. At first, everything seems great. Zhang, now calling herself Phoenix, is unbelievably powerful. She can manipulate matter at a subatomic level, travel through space, and wield cosmic energy like it's nothing. She even saves the entire universe by repairing a collapsing crystal that holds all of reality together. The X-Men are in awe and a little bit scared. Can one person handle this much power? For a while, it seems like she can. Zhang is still Zhang, just with a massive power-up. But trouble starts brewing thanks to a villain named Mastermind. Mastermind is part of the Hellfire Club, an elite secret society of powerful mutants who want to control the world. Mastermind has the power of illusion, and he sets his sights on corrupting the Phoenix. He wants to use her as the club's weapon and make her his Black Queen. Slowly and secretly, he starts planting psychic illusions in Jean's mind. He makes her believe she's living in the 18th century as an ancestor of hers who was part of the Hellfire Club. These illusions start to break down Jean's mental defenses. She's living a double life she isn't even aware of. In the real world, she's a hero with the X-Men. But in her mind, she's falling in love with Mastermind's illusionary persona and embracing a darker, more hedonistic lifestyle. The X-Men start to notice changes in her. She's more impulsive, more aggressive. The Phoenix Force, which is a being of pure passion and emotion, is starting to overwhelm Jean's human conscience. The conflict comes to a head when the X-Men confront the Hellfire Club. During the battle, Mastermind reveals his deception. He thinks he's won. He tries to take full control of Zhang, but he made a huge miscalculation. By breaking down her mental walls, he's unleashed something far beyond his control. The psychic feedback is so intense it shatters his mind, leaving him catatonic. But for Zhang, it's the final push over the edge. The goodness of Jean Grey is consumed by the raw, limitless power and corrupted emotions of the Phoenix. She sheds her green and gold costume for a new fiery red and black one. She declares herself the Dark Phoenix. She is no longer Jean Grey, or even the Phoenix. She is a being of pure, destructive appetite. She easily defeats the X-Men, her friends, her family, without a second thought. She tells them, "I am what I am, and I am far more than you can possibly imagine." Then she leaves Earth and flies into the cosmos. What does a being with infinite power and a hunger for energy do? It finds a snack. Dark Phoenix flies to a distant galaxy and consumes an entire star. Just swallows it whole. The problem is, that star had a solar system. An inhabited planet, home to billions of intelligent, peaceful beings, is obliterated in an instant. An entire civilization wiped out, just like that. A Shi'ar Empire starship that witnessed this cosmic genocide tries to intervene, but Dark Phoenix destroys it effortlessly before returning to Earth. Back on Earth, the X-Men are reeling. They know Zhang is still in there somewhere, and they have to try and save her. They engage her in a desperate battle. For a moment, Professor X is able to use his own immense telepathic powers to reach the part of Zhang that is still buried deep inside the Dark Phoenix. He erects psychic circuit breakers in her mind, designed to contain the Phoenix Force and bring Jean's human personality back to the surface. And it works. For a moment, Zhang is back in control. She's horrified by what she's done. But it's too late. The Shi'ar Empire, led by Empress Lilandra, has arrived. They witnessed Dark Phoenix destroy an entire world. According to their law, the Phoenix must be destroyed to prevent it from causing more devastation. They teleport the X-Men and Zhang aboard their flagship. Lilandra declares that Jean Grey must die. Professor X, ever the diplomat, challenges the Shi'ar to a duel of honor. The X-Men will fight the Shi'ar Imperial Guard for Jean's fate. If the X-Men win, Zhang lives. If they lose, she is executed. The battle takes place on the blue area of the moon. It's an epic, brutal fight. The Imperial Guard is incredibly powerful, and one by one, the X-Men are taken down. Cyclops and Zhang are the last ones standing. During the fight, Scott is struck down. Seeing her love fall triggers a massive surge of emotion in Zhang. The psychic circuit breakers that Professor X put in place shatter. The Dark Phoenix is back. Realizing what's happening, Zhang fights with every last ounce of her humanity. She knows she can't control this cosmic entity. She knows that as long as she lives, the Dark Phoenix will always be a threat to the entire universe. In a moment of clarity and ultimate sacrifice, she looks at Cyclops and says her goodbyes. On the moon, the Shi'ar had placed ancient weapons. Zhang activates one of them, and before anyone can stop her, she allows it to disintegrate her physical body. Jean Grey is gone. The Phoenix Force without a host is dispersed. The aftermath is devastating. The X-Men have lost one of their founding members, a dear friend, and the woman Cyclops loved. It's a tragedy that haunts the team for years. The Dark Phoenix Saga is a story about absolute power, corrupting absolutely. It's about the struggle between our humanity and our darker impulses. But most of all, it's a story of sacrifice. Jean Grey's final act wasn't one of a cosmic destroyer, but of a hero saving the universe from herself. Of course, in comics, death is rarely the end. Zhang would eventually return, as with the Phoenix Force, but the impact of this original saga has never faded. It set a new standard for storytelling in superhero comics, showing that these stories could be complex, mature, and deeply emotional. It's a masterpiece for a reason. So, what do you think? Is the Dark Phoenix Saga the greatest X-Men story of all time? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more comic book breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.